cracked the code. I have finally cracked the code, at least for myself. I was always wondering, why do I have this tendency of always wanting to get picked? Mostly also men, like I wanted to be picked by them. But I never knew, where is this, I don't even know what to call it, but I never understood, why do I have this fear of not being chosen? Why do I have this feel of rejection? Why do I have this feel of people not wanting me or people just leaving me? After spending so much time reflecting and always asking myself this question, and I would think about my childhood a lot because most of these fears come from your childhood. Today, I realized I was never picked in school. Whenever we had sports, and when you have to get into teams and two captains have to choose whoever gets to be on their team, I was never picked. I was chubby, okay? I was a chubby gal when I was a little girl, but I was never picked. I would always sit on the bench and I would see everyone get picked. And when it got to my point, I didn't get picked. I was forced to go to the last team. It felt horrible. It felt like I was unworthy. I felt unseen. I just remember how embarrassed I was. And at some point, it just kind of became my normal. I already knew, I'm not going to get picked anyways. And throughout the last years when, I started losing weight because I started exercising, that fear was still in me. Whenever it was two teams and people said okay, well, you're captain, you're captain, pick your teams. I was always I hate this. That's when I realized the amount of fear that is still in me because of that. Now, when you're a kid and when you're the captain, you don't realize that. You don't realize how the other person on the other side is feeling and how that can drag you throughout your entire adulthood, and you can create really big fears that can maybe even cost you your relationship, your friendships, and even your own self-worth. My fear of rejection, or my tendency of wanting to be chosen, comes from back in the day in school when I was not chosen during PE. Also, the entire years when I used to get bullied. I would always go up to the bullies and be like, are we still friends? Are we still friends? And they're always like, yeah, we're still friends. But we weren't. So that's another fear that created in me. You say something, but you act in a different way. So from that point on, this is so crazy. Whoever's watching this, I genuinely hope you spend time with yourself to start identifying these things, because then you can start forgiving yourself and you can forgive the opposite person, and you can really grow from it and you can really move past it. I would go up to the bullies and think that we're friends. I was thinking that way of them showing their love to me, that's a toxic trait. In my relationship nowadays, when somebody treats me badly, I'm like, oh, okay, but maybe they love me. Maybe they do that because they love me. That's not true. Why does that happen? It's because I would walk up to the person, I would ask them, are we still friends? And the person would straight up in my face lie. That caused me to get this fear. You say something, but you might mean something completely different. So in a genuine relationship, somebody might actually be telling me hey, I love you. I'm going to do this and this for you. But in my head is no, you're not. No, you're not. You're going to leave me. You're going to treat me badly. What happens? I'm actually thinking about the negativity the whole time, and that's what's going to be manifested, because I will create situations where that will happen. Go back to your childhood. Start thinking about what you've gone through, and now start looking at everything not from your perspective, but from an outside perspective. And that's really hard, because sometimes I'm genuinely I'm forcing myself to concentrate and think what happened? What is this person thinking? What was I thinking? And training with don't put yourself under pressure. Just try to understand. Look at it as if you're watching a documentary and a movie and you have to analyze it. Start seeing the patterns, and you're going to put the points together and be like, oh my God, this happened because of that. And I can now move past it. Or this person didn't know, they're just a kid. but you still have like that anger. You're like, okay, you're a kid. I was a kid too, but I didn't do that, right? I understand that, but not everyone is you. So hard and so frustrating. I know it because I'm a type of person. I'm like, how can you be so dumb? Right? But like not in a negative way. I'm just like so self-conscious that you don't understand how your actions can create actual hurt for a really long period of time for somebody else. I was like, but I don't do it. But then you're like pointing your finger at yourself. You're like, I'm not doing that. So why would you do that? The point of this whole video is this is about you. This is not about them. You know, this is about you. The point of this training is you need to start going back in time. Okay? Get a time machine, go back in time, and start really looking at every single time period something has happened in your childhood, in school, at home, outside on the playground. Like the playground, like that is like the place where so many things happen. Like even teachers can't control so many things. You need to look for yourself. Like you look at your own documentary, you will understand yourself better. You will understand your actions so much better. You know how like sometimes you do something and you're like, but why did I do that? Right? You're like so frustrated. Why did I do that? It's because, you know, there was something in the past that happened and now you're seeing it. So don't be so harsh on yourself. When you were a child, you went through certain things that really hurt you and no one saw it and you dealt with it yourself. And for that alone, you have to be so proud of yourself. You have to be so damn proud because you were just a kid and you went through something and neither did you talk to your parents nor did you talk to anyone else and you didn't even show it. Sometimes, you know, we just go into our bed and then we feel certain things, but we have no idea what these feelings are. We're just a kid. Now you're seeing the results of it. So give yourself some time and just try to understand yourself. And then you will start seeing what certain actions and words trigger you and why they trigger you. And then you will be able to work on yourself a lot better. So I really hope this helped. And whoever is going through something like that outside, you're not alone. And this is a community where we can all talk to each other. So you can always comment down below. And again, I'm here for you.